Hello and welcome back to Blossom Themes YouTube channel. If you are a health coach, therapist, mentor, motivational speaker or entrepreneur looking to expand your reach with an amazing website, then you are in the right place. In this video, I will show you how to create a fully functional website to generate more leads and conversions using our latest theme release, Wellness Coach Lite free WordPress theme, to help you make your coaching career a super success. Wellness Coach is a comprehensive theme with all the features you will need to create your ideal coaching website. Best performance, faster speed, and better SEO defines Wellness Coach Lite theme. The theme also ensures a higher ranking of your site on the SERPs, providing you an edge over your competitors. Before I start the video, if you are not already subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe and help us continue making more video tutorials and grow our channel. We have come to know that 98% of our viewers are not yet subscribed to us. So if you like the video content that we create and find them informative, please show your support by liking and sharing the video and subscribing to our channel. Your support means the world to us. Let's get started. This is the demo page of the Wellness Coach Lite theme. We will create an exact site like the one you're seeing on the screen right now, step by step. You can also customize the entire theme and your site as per your preference with just a click. Since all of our themes from Blossom Themes are compatible with mobile and tablet devices, you can also choose a responsiveness from here. So if you want to see what the site looks like on tablet from vertical and horizontal angles, you can click here and it will show you how your site looks like on the tablet devices. You can select your device from here and check out the responsiveness of the theme for yourself. Let's start with the header section. You can add your site logo if you have already created one for your brand. If you are just starting out and don't have a site logo yet, you can also display your site title and tagline in default. And how to do that is also included in the video, so make sure you don't skip any portion in the video. On the top left, you can add various social media profiles. Then on the middle, you can display the contact details for your services. On the top right, you can easily display the cart icon, that is, if you have created a shop within your site. Then you can also display a header button where you can link your consultation page or any other page where you want the traffic to be driven towards. Then comes the navigation menu. This theme allows navigation menu on 3 different areas. Then comes the gorgeous banner section. You get 2 customizable banner options. First, a static image or a video with call to action, where you can either feature your favorite image or you can also add in a video with 2 call to action buttons and a few catchy phrases describing your business. As a second option, you can also add slides of your latest posts and categories as your banner. A strategically placed newsletter section to help you increase your subscribers list. This is also very important for email marketing. The client logo section, where you can show your affiliation with multiple brands and customers. This will build your brand credibility and trust amongst your new visitors. Furthermore, it displays in an attractive carousel slider. Featured area section to highlight important content. Make sure you throw spotlight into the content where you want most visitor engagements, as this is a noticeable segment on your site. Add in the label or the text of your choice and easily link the pages or the posts where you want maximum visitors engagement. An about section to introduce your audience about you and your brand. You can also add in a bio with an image and also call to action buttons. Benefits section to list out the benefits that your clients get from your services. You can display them here as a list, as well as feature the benefits section call to action where you can encourage them to take action and get that first appointment. The testimonial section to showcase the positive reviews of your previous customers. The dedicated services section to outline and introduce your services. You can add as many services as you want and you can link them to a detailed page to provide more information along with a featured image. Blog section to help you write relatable content and stories for your visitors. This also helps you to establish an emotional connection with your clients, and it is a forever effective way to promote your business. You also get to add the widgets of your choice on your blog section on your homepage. Contact section, which lets you add your business phone number, email, and physical location to help your clients look out for your services easily. You can also embed a contact form like this to get a direct message from your visitors. Wellness Coach Lite theme also comes with built-in Instagram feed to help you increase your social presence. You can easily integrate your Instagram profile on your website. Your visitors will be able to follow you and also check out your Instagram posts directly from your website. The footer copyright editor to help you edit your footer copyright text as per your choice, but please note that you don't have the option to make the theme name, author, and WordPress information disappear. That option is only available in Wellness Coach Pro theme. Also, the social media icons that we add on top of the header is also displayed at the footer here. Let's go to the top. Let's go to our blog page and take a look at what our blog page looks like. So this is what the blog page looks like. Right on top, you can easily display the featured article or the blog post of your choice. You can also select your blog posts as top picks for your readers. You can also display the popular articles for your visitors. And this is how your blog posts look like. On the left hand side are all of your blog posts. Then if we see on the right hand side, you can easily display highly customizable widgets like author bio, where you can feature the image of the author, add in a short bio or the message, and link your various social media profiles through which your users will be able to get in touch with you directly. In addition to that, you can also display widgets like recent posts, categories, popular posts, and so on. How to do all of this is included in the video, so make sure you don't miss any portion in the video. So let's see what our blog post looks like. Let's go into one of the blog posts from here. So this is what your single blog post looks like. On the left hand side is your blog post, on the right hand side are the sidebar widgets. The appearance of your single blog posts also depends upon the layout that you select for your single blog posts. How you can do that is also included in the video. We will go to the top and back to our home page. Now we will head over to the sales page of Wellness Coach Lite free theme, and we will go through some of the cool and exclusive features that you get with the theme. So let's head back to the sales page. Let's scroll down. This is the comparison between the free and the pro theme of Wellness Coach. You can easily go through the chart to find out the differences between the free and the pro theme and whether you should go for the free or the pro theme. I have added the link to the sales page of Wellness Coach Lite free theme in the description box below. You can click on that link and you can easily check out these differences yourself. Scroll down, we will jump straight into the features of Wellness Coach Lite free theme. As I mentioned earlier, you get two customizable banner options. First, you can add in a static image or you can display a video with call to action. Second, you can have smooth and attractive banners as sliders, which is also an effortless way to enroll visitors, and you get tons of features that you can explore with when you select your banner as a slider. As we explored in the demo page already, the theme has gorgeous, responsive, and mobile-friendly design, which means our themes are not only mobile and tablet and PC friendly. The theme has also passed the Google Mobile Friendly test, which means your site will look radiant on any screen, on any size. Another feature is easy to use theme settings panel with live preview. This means all of the changes that you make from your customizer settings on the left-hand side can be previewed in real time on the right-hand side. This will give you an idea of how the site would look like, making it easier for you to customize your site. You can choose from 1,000 and plus Google fonts, which means more options for your site's customization as per your personal preference or your brand. You also get to select the primary font, the secondary font, as well as increase or decrease or control the font size of your entire site with the help of the typography control feature. You also get a custom site logo with size control. When you add a site logo to your site, you can also control the width or the pixel of that particular logo, which means you can display the logo smaller or you can make it appear bigger as per your choice. You can create, sell, manage, and also track your courses from your site. The theme is also WooCommerce compatible, which means you will be able to create a fully functional shop within your site. The theme is also Gutenberg compatible. It is also Elementor compatible. The theme is also optimized for speed and performance and search engine optimized to ensure a smooth browsing experience as well as make your site land on top spots than your competitors. You also get a strategically placed newsletter section, which is very important for email marketing and to grow your subscribers list. The About section to display your bio. You can add details about yourself, your website, your business, and if you wish to, you can also add in the call to action. The client logo section, this is a very important section to help you build your trust amongst your new visitors, because when you showcase the brands that you have already worked with, it will make you trustworthy among your new visitors. The featured area section, where you can easily link the post or the pages where you want to drive the most traffic towards. You can also add in attractive featured images to shine the spotlight on the entire section. The services section to outline the services that you provide to your users, and you can add in as many services as you wish to. The testimonial section, where you can display your clients' positive reviews and build trust and credibility among your new users. The blog section, where you can write articles about your niche and interact with your visitors. The contact section to display your contact details and get message from your users with the help of the contact form and the contact widget. You can integrate your Instagram section. The theme also allows you to arrange all your projects to date in a neat portfolio page template. The footer menu section, where you can easily display all of the content that is already displayed in your primary and secondary menus. This saves them a lot of time, as they will not have to scroll all the way to the top in order to browse through the pages. Or you can also make proper use of it by displaying privacy policies, terms and conditions pages, and so on. You can also display author bio and sidebar like how we saw on the demo page. You get the option to highlight author comment, enable or disable the automatic image crop. You also get the footer copyright editor. You can integrate various social media profiles. You get built-in SEO settings, which gives you options like enabling or disabling your last updated post date, or enabling or disabling the breadcrumb, as well as changing the breadcrumb home text. You can also display the post excerpt or preview of your blog posts, and you can also select the length of your post excerpts in words. You can also display the related posts of the category at the end of each of your blog posts. You can also toggle the comment section on your blog post and encourage your visitors to provide their feedback. You also get a back to top button like the one we saw in the demo page. Wellness Coach Lite theme is also widgets ready, and it is compatible with 22 highly customizable widgets. You can go through all of these widgets from our sales page. The theme is also cross-browser compatible. It allows easy legibility with enhanced font size, space, and other readability factors. It is also schema-friendly, RTL scripts friendly, which means if your website uses the right to left script like Arabic or Hebrew, then you don't have to worry at all, because your site will look as beautiful as it does in any other languages. The theme is also translation ready, which means you can translate your site's content into any language and entertain users from any language and region. We also ensure regular updates with feature enhancements. Wellness Coach Lite theme also offers well-organized clean codes such as CSS, HTML, PHP, and JavaScript. Thus, you can customize your site on your terms. Wellness Coach Lite theme also comes with extensive and beginner-friendly documentation. So apart from the video tutorial, we also have a step-by-step text documentation that is absolutely beginner-friendly and that will help you get your site up and running in no time. We also have top-notch, quick and friendly support team, and it is free of cost, so you can make the best use of it. Now I will show you how to download the Wellness Coach Lite free theme from our site. It is very easy. Just click on download now on your right hand side on this button here. Then you have to fill in the details. Add in your email address, first name and last name. Then you have to click on download now. After which, the theme will be emailed to you in the email address that you provide here in a zip format. You will also get a link to download the theme. I have already downloaded the theme. So let me log into my WordPress dashboard, and next I will show you how to install and activate the theme. As you can see from the screen, I have already logged into my WordPress dashboard. Now to install and activate Wellness Coach Lite free theme, you have to go to Appearance, then you have to click on Themes. You have to click on Add New button, click on Upload Theme. Here, you can either drag and drop the file that you received in a zip format, or you can simply click on Choose File, select your file, click on Open, then you have to click on Install Now. Then you have to click on Activate. As you can see, the theme has been installed and activated. Now, click on Go to the Getting Started button. Here, you will find a list of recommended free plugins that you have to install and activate. So click on Install and Activate for all of the plugins. As you can see from the screen, all of the plugins have been installed and activated successfully. Please do not miss this step because these plugins will come in handy when we later have to add various features to our site. Let me give you a quick tour. If you go to Getting Started, you will be able to view the documentation link. You will also find the link to contact our support team and create a support ticket, as well as have the link to view the demo page of Wellness Coach Lite theme. From under FAQs and support, you will find answers to all of the frequently asked questions. Then, under Free versus Pro, you will find the Free versus Pro chart that we also had in the sales page of Wellness Coach Lite theme. On the right hand side, you have the options to read more about the Pro theme and also upgrade to Wellness Coach Pro theme. And if you want to increase your WordPress knowledge base, we have step-by-step video and text tutorials that you can easily access by clicking on this button here. Let's go to the top and we will go back to Dashboard Home. At this point, if you want to take a look at your site, simply hover your mouse around this house icon. Now you have to click on Visit Site. I'm going to open the link in the new tab. And this is what our site currently looks like. Let's go back. Now we will access our customizer. Go to Appearance and click on Customize. I'm going to open the link in the new tab. So these are the customizer settings that you get with Wellness Coach Lite free theme. Let me give you a quick tour of each of the settings. If you click on the View Pro theme, it will take you to the sales page of Wellness Coach Pro theme. Under Demo and Documentation, you will find the links to the demo and step-by-step documentation for Wellness Coach Lite theme. From under Site Identity, you will be able to create a unique site identity for your site. Next is the Appearance Settings. From under Appearance Settings, you can customize the background color of your site. You can select the background image and add it as the background for your site. From under Typography, you can select your primary and secondary font as well as change the font size of your entire site. From Layout Settings, you will be able to select your page, your post, and default sidebar layout. Under Frontpage Settings, you will find configurations for various front page sections. We will go through each of the sections and configure them one by one and step by step in the video. Under General Settings, you have Header Settings. From under Social Media Settings, you will be able to integrate various social media profiles on your header section. Next, you can also configure the SEO settings, post blogs and pages settings. You will be able to add newsletter to your single blog post using the newsletter settings. With the help of Instagram settings, you will be able to integrate the Instagram section to your site. From under Blog Page Settings, you will find various settings and configuration options for your blog page. Then we have the Miscellaneous Settings. Next is the Elementor Settings if you want to override your homepage content. From under Menus, you will be able to create the navigation menu for your site. From Widgets, you will be able to add various widgets to your sidebar as well as to your footer areas 1 to 3 and 4. From Homepage Settings, you will be able to select your homepage display from either latest posts or a static page. From Footer Settings, you will be able to edit your footer copyright text. From under WooCommerce, you will find various settings if you have a shop section within your website. Lastly, with the help of additional CSS, you will be able to customize the appearance and layout of your site using your own CSS code. Let's go back. That was a very quick and brief tour of all of the customizer settings. Now we will go into each of the customizer settings one by one and create our site step by step. And we will start with Site Identity. From under Site Identity, you have the option to add in the site title and tagline. All you have to do is the site title that is given here, remove it, then you have to add in the site title of your choice. And here, your site title will change. You can do the same for the tagline. Just remove the tagline that is already here. Then you have to type in the tagline of your choice. Scroll down. You can also select the site title font. All you have to do is go to Font Family, click here. Then you can select from the list of 1,000 and plus Google fonts. Select the one that you like. You can go ahead, play around with the options and select the one that you like the most. And the changes will be displayed in real time here. Also, depending upon the font family you choose, you also get to select the style. So go ahead and select the style of your choice. And it will be displayed here. Next, you can also change the site title color. All you have to do is click on Select Color. Then you can select your favorite color or the color of your brand from the palette. You can move around your pointer and your slider, or you can add in the hex value here directly. And if you click on Default, the color will be set back to the default color. You can play around with the options and select the best color for your site title. From under Site Title Font Size, you can change the font size of your site title. It's very easy. All you have to do is slide this button over to increase the font size of your site title, or you can slide it under to decrease the site title font size. Now, if you have created a site logo for your site and you would rather have the logo displayed here rather than the site title and tagline, you can also do that. All you have to do is go to Logo, click on Select Logo, click on Select Files, then you have to select your site logo and click on Open. All of the images that you upload from here will be stored in the Media Library section over here. So I will go to Upload Files and I will upload all of the files here. Click on Select Files and we will upload all of these images. I have also added the recommended image size in the description box below. You can also find the recommended sizes in the text documentation of Wellness Coach Lite free theme. Make sure you check it out before you upload your images. Now we will select our site logo once again. Click on Select. You have the option to crop or skip cropping the image. I'm going to skip cropping. And here your site logo will appear. Now if you want to make your site title and tagline disappear, simply uncheck this little box here which will make your site title and tagline disappear. You can also increase or decrease the size of your site logo with the help of logo width option. You can increase the logo width from here, or you can decrease it from here, or you can simply add in the value. If you add in smaller value, your site logo will appear smaller. If you add in a bigger value, your site logo will appear bigger. The last option is site icon. So click on Select Site Icon. Then you have to select your site icon. Click on Select. Again, you have the option to skip cropping or crop the image. I'm going to crop the image this time. Click on Crop Image. And this right here is your site icon. I would highly recommend you to add in a site icon because it not only helps your users to identify your site, it also helps you to build your brand identity. Now after it is done, we will click on Publish. Let's go back to our site and we will give it a refresh. And as you can see, the changes have been made. Let's go back and back. Next, we will add various social media icons on the header section. So for that, go to General Settings, go to Social Media Settings. The first thing you have to do is enable the toggle. Now to display or add the social media links, it's very easy and simple. You have to click on Add New Links button. From the search icons, you have to search for the icon that you want to add. So for example, if you want to add in Facebook, you have to type in Facebook. And the icon has appeared here. Click on it. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your official Facebook page or profile. You can see the small Facebook icon has appeared here. Following the same process, you can keep on adding all of your social media links. After you are done adding all of the links, you have to click on Publish. Now we will go back to our site and give it a refresh. And as you can see, all of the social media icons have now been added and they are displaying on our site. We'll head back. Before we move on to any other settings, we have to go to the Homepage Settings and we have to select our homepage display. Make sure that you configure your homepage settings before you go to any other settings. So under Homepage Displays, you have two options. First, you can either select your latest post as your homepage or your landing page, or you can also select a static page. So when you select your latest post, all of your latest blog posts will be displayed on your home page, which means you will not be able to configure any of the front page settings or display any of the front page sections on your landing or your home page. As opposed to when you select a static page, you have a separate home page and you have a separate post page. And when you select a static page, you will have the option to configure all of the sections inside of the front page settings. You can either go for your latest post or a static page. If you are still not understanding the concept, if you are a complete beginner to WordPress, you can leave your questions down in the comment section below, or you can also reach out to our support team. I have added the link in the description box below. It is free and it is for all of our free and pro theme users, so make sure you make the best use of it. I will select a static page. Now you have to select your home page and a post page. From the drop-down option, you can select any of the pages, but we will create a new home page and a new post page. So click on Add New Page, then give your page title as Home. Click on Add. Then we will do the same for the post page. Click on Add New Page, give your page title as Blog. Then you have to click on Add. Click on Publish. And now we have a separate home and a blog page, and the breadcrumb has appeared accordingly. We will go back to the home page. And let's go back. After site identity, there are appearance settings and layout settings, but I will configure the front page settings first, and then we will come back to the rest of the settings. So let's jump into front page settings, and the first option is banner section. Under banner option, you have 4 different options available. The first option is to disable the banner section. The second one is to have a static or a video call to action banner. The third one is to have a static or a video newsletter banner. And the fourth is to have banner as a slider. For this video tutorial, I will select a static or a video call to action banner, but I will also explain about the rest of the settings here in brief. So let's select static or a video call to action banner first. The first option is header video. If you want to have a video displayed on your banner, you can go for this option. All you have to do is click on Select Video. Then you can either upload the video or you can select the one from the media library. You have to click on Choose Video, after which the video will be played on your banner. If you happen to own a YouTube channel and you would like to feature one of your YouTube videos, then you can also do that. All you have to do is copy and paste the link to that particular YouTube video inside of the Enter a YouTube URL box. And that particular video will be displayed on your banner. Now, instead of a video, if you want to add in a static image like how I showed you in demo page, you can also do that. So let me remove the video real quick. Click on Add New Image. You have to select the image for your banner. Click on Select and Crop. If you want to crop the image, you can do that from here, but I'm going to skip cropping. And your header image will be displayed here. If you scroll down, there are more options. You can add in the subtitle, title, description, and call to action buttons from here. Let's fill in all of the details, starting with the subtitle. Now we will also add in title and description. After you add in your details, they will be displayed here. You can also add in the button 1 label and button 1 link. Let's add in the button 1 label first. Inside of the button 1 link, you have to copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the button 1. After you add in the link, your button 1 will be displayed. When your visitors click on the button 1, they will land on the page or the post of which the link you have added over here. You also have the option to allow your users to open the button 1 link in the new tab. So you only have to slide the toggle. Following the same process, I have added the second call to action button. You can also select your banner caption alignment from left to right. We will go to the top, and let me also explain the other settings to you in brief. So the first option is to disable the banner section. When you select this option, your banner section will be disappeared completely. If you don't want the banner section to be displayed at all on your homepage, you can go for this option. Another option is to select a static or a video newsletter banner. You can also feature your newsletter on your banner. All you have to do is, you have to copy and paste the newsletter shortcode over here. We have not created a newsletter yet, so let's create a newsletter. For that, we will have to go back to our dashboard, go to Blossom Themes email newsletter, then you have to click on Add New. Let's fill in the details. We will add in the title first. From under Field Settings, you have to either select name and email or only email. If you select both name and email, both name and email placeholders will be displayed on your newsletter. If you select only email placeholder will be displayed on your newsletter. I'm going to select both name and email, but you can go ahead and select your preference. You can also select the label of your name and email placeholders as well as the submit button label. Just remove the labels that are already here, then you have to type in the label of your choice. You can also enable the GDPR checkbox from here, then you can add in the form note, which is a short message asking your visitors or users to subscribe to you. Now we will go to the top and we will configure the appearance settings. If you want to add in the background image, you have to select background image, click on upload image, then you have to select the image of your choice. Instead, if you want to select a background color, select the background color option. Then you have to click on background color. Select the color from the color palette. You can move around your pointer and your slider to get to the color of your choice. Or you can also add in a hex value. Now we will select the font color. Click here. Then you have to select the font color of your choice. We will go with white. Or you can select any other font color from the given option. It all depends on your preference and the colors of your brand. I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create a newsletter for your website. After you are done filling in the details, you have to click on Publish. So the newsletter has been published. Now we will copy the shortcode and we will go back to our customizer and we will paste the newsletter shortcode inside of this box. And your newsletter will be displayed here. Let's go to the top. Now another option is to have a banner as a slider. When you select your banner as a slider, you will have the option to select your slider content style from either latest posts or category. When you select your latest posts, all of your latest blog posts will be displayed on your banner. We have not created any blog posts yet, which is why it is not showing anything, but once you start creating blog posts, all of your latest blog posts will be displayed on your banner as a slider. You can select the number of slides from here. Just slide this button over or under to select the number of slides. Then you have a bunch of options at the bottom. The first is Slider Auto. With the help of Slider Auto Transition, your sliders will move from one to another without having to click anywhere on the slide. With the help of slider loop, your slider will keep going on in a loop even when it has come to an end. And with the help of slider caption, you will be able to disable or enable your slider caption. You can either enable or disable the options that are given here as per your preference. Another option is full image. If you enable this option, then the featured image that you have added on your slider will appear in full size. With the help of slider animation, you will be able to select the animation for your slider, and you can also control the slider speed from here. You can also change the read more label from here. So instead of learn more that is currently displaying, all you have to do is remove the label that is already here, then add in the label of your choice. And the label that you add in will be displayed as your read more label. So these options are self-explanatory and they are very simple. If you have any questions, you can drop them down in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. Apart from latest posts, you also get to select your category as your slider content style. And when you select category, you will have the option to select your slider category. Again, because we have not created any blog posts, pages or categories, there are no options displaying here, but once you create blog posts and categories, they will be displayed as a drop-down option here. And whatever category you select from here, all of the blog posts from that particular category will be displayed on your banner slider. The options at the bottom are the same as when you select your slider content style as latest posts. Now we will select static or a video call to action banner for our site. Click on Publish. Let's go to our site and give it a refresh. And as you can see, our banner has now been added to our site. Let's go back. Next is the newsletter section. To display a newsletter, you have to click on Add a Widget. Then, as it is given over here, you have to add in the Blossom Themes email newsletter widget. You can either manually search for the widget, or you can also type in the name of the widget. So in this case, as it is given here, we will type in email newsletter. Or you can just type in email and the widget will appear here. Select the widget by clicking on it. You can add in the title if you wish to. I'm going to skip adding the title. From under newsletter, click on the drop-down option. Now you have to select the newsletter. This is the newsletter that we had created earlier from our dashboard. Select the newsletter. And your newsletter will be displayed on the newsletter section. You can also enable the GDPR if you check into this little box. And here it has appeared. You can also upload the newsletter icon which will display here. Click on Upload. Select the newsletter icon that you want to add. Click on Select. And that particular icon will be displayed here. Click on Done and click on Publish. We will go back to our site and give it a refresh. Here you can see the newsletter has now been added to our site. Next is the client section. To display the client's logo on your client section, it is very easy. Click on Add a Widget. Now you have to search and add for the Blossom Client Logo widget. Here is the Blossom Client Logo widget. We will click on it. Add in the title. Now click on Add another logo. Click on Upload. Select the client logo. Click on Select. Inside of the featured link box, you can copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this logo here. Or if you don't want to add in a featured link and you would rather only display the logos, you can also do that. Following the same process, keep on adding all of your client logos. After you are done adding all of the logos, you have to click on Apply. And your client logo title as well as all of the client logos are displaying here in a carousel slider. Click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back to our site, give it a refresh. And as you can see, the client logos have been added to our client logo section. We'll go back. Next we have Featured Section. Before we configure our title and content, let's add in the featured sections first. So click on Add a Widget. As it is given here, you have to add in the Blossom image text. So from the search bar, simply type in image text. Then click on the widget after it has appeared. You can add in the title if you wish to here. I'm going to skip adding the title. Click on Add Image Text. Click on Upload. Select the image that you want to add for your featured area section number 1. Click on Select. Now you have to add in the link text. And inside of the featured link box, you can copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on, or where you want to drive the most traffic towards when they click on the featured area section number 1. Now you can follow the same process to add in more featured area sections. Following the same process, I have added 2 more featured area sections. After you are done adding all of your featured areas, click on the Apply button. And here, all of your featured area sections that you added will be displayed here. Let's go to the top. If you want to change in the section title, you can remove the title that is already here, then type in the title of your choice. The title that you type here will be displayed over here, and you can follow the same process for section content to add in the description and display it on your featured area section. I'm going to change the section title back to how it was before. After you are done, click on Done and you have to click on Publish. Let's go back to our site and we will give it a refresh. And as you can see, the featured area section has now been added to our site. Back to the customizer. Next is the About section. Before we make configurations from here, we have to go back to the dashboard and create an About page. So we will head back to our dashboard once again. Go to Pages, click on Add New. Let's add in the title and the content of our About page. I have added the title and the content. Now from the right hand side, click on Set Featured Image. You have to select the featured image for your page. Click on Set Featured Image. You can also add in the excerpt if you wish to. Excerpt is a preview or a summary of your page content that will be displayed on the About section of your home page. So I will select these parts as my excerpt and copy it. Then we will go back to page again and paste it inside of the excerpt box. You can also stretch the box out from here. After you are done, click on Publish and the page has now been published. We will go back to our customizer and what we will do is we will give our customizer tab a refresh just so that all of the changes that we have made from our dashboard is also reflected here and we will go to the front page settings to the About section. Now click on Add a Widget. As it is given here, you have to add in the Blossom Featured Page widget. The Blossom Featured Page widget is showing here at the bottom, so let's select the widget. From under Page, we will select the About page that we have just created. And the content of your About page will be displayed. This is the content that we had added inside of the excerpt box. Now to display the featured image here, you have to select the Show Featured Image option, and your featured image will be displayed here. If you want to display the full content page on your About section in the home page, then you can do that by checking into Show Page Full Content. Just check into this little box, and full page content will be displayed for your About section. You can select this option if the content of your About page is shorter, but if it is longer, like how it is showing on the screen right now, you can uncheck this option and you can rather go for the Show Read More option. When you check into the Show Read More box, it will display a Read More call to action button. You can change the Read More text from here. Just remove the text that is already here, then you can add in the text of your choice. You also have the option to allow your users to open the Read More link in the same tab. If you check into the Open in Same tab option, right on top, there is the option to display the background image for your About section. So click on Select Image. Select the image of your choice, click on Choose Image. And that particular image will be displayed as the background image of your About section. And lastly, you also have the option to select the image alignment from right to left to centered. After you are done with all of the settings, click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back to our site and we will give it a refresh. As you can see, the About section has now been added to our site. Back to our customizer. Next is the Benefits section. We will come back to the settings at the top later on. Let's add in the Benefits section first. So click on Add a Widget. As it is given here, you have to add in the Blossom icon text. So just type in icon into the search bar. This is the widget. Click on it. Now all you have to do is fill in the details. Let's add in the title and the description first. And your title will display here. Let's add in the description as well. Next, you can either upload an image or you can add in one of the icons from the list of available icons here. I will upload the image for this one. So click on Upload. And this is the image that I want to add. Click on Select. After which, the image will be displayed here. Now, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you have the option to add in the Read More label as well as add in the featured link. I do not want to add in the Read More label, but I will show you how you can do it. It's very simple. You just have to add in the Read More label here. Then you have to add in the featured link inside of the Read More link box. Then your Read More label will be displayed here. After you are done, you have to click on Done. Now, following the same process, you can keep on adding all of the benefits that you want to add to your benefits section. After you finish adding all of the benefits, it displays something like this. Now we will move on to the topmost settings. From the section title, you can change the section title of your benefits section. You only have to remove the title, then you can add in the title of your choice. Then you can also add in the section description. The section description that you add here will be displayed here. Then you can also add in the button label, which is now displaying as View All Benefits. You can change that from here. Then you can add in the featured link inside of the button link box. So the link has to be of a page or a post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the View All Benefits button. After you are done, you have to click on Publish. Now let's go back to our site and we will give it a refresh. And as you can see, the benefits section has now been added to our site. We'll go back. Next is the benefits section call to action. With the help of this option, you will be able to display a call to action section inside of your benefits section. And it's super easy to do that. Click on Add a Widget. As it is given here, you have to add in the Blossom call to action widget. This is the Blossom call to action widget. Select the widget by clicking on it. Now all you have to do is fill in the details. Let's add in the title. And we will add in the description. Currently, the title and description that we have added is not displaying here, and that is because the selected background color is white. Click on Select Color. Then you can select the color from the palette here. Then you can move around your pointer and your slider to get to the color of your choice. Or you can directly add in the hex value. After the background color is added, it will display our title and description. Now let's add in the call to action buttons. You can select the number of call to action buttons from 1 or 2. I'm going to select only 1. Now let's add in the button label. Then we will add in the featured link inside of the button 1 link box. You can also select the button alignment from right to centered. If you select 2 call to action buttons, you have to repeat the same process. Lastly, if you want to upload an image, you have to click on Upload. Then you have to select the image of your choice. Click on Select. And your benefits call to action section will have a background image rather than a background color. I will remove the background image. Also, if you want to allow your users to open the call to action button link in the new tab, you have to check into this little box here. After you are done, you have to click on Done. Then you have to click on Publish. Now let's go back to our site once again and we will give it a refresh. And as you can see, the benefits section call to action has now been added to our site and it is displaying within the benefits section. We'll go back. Next is the testimonial section. To add in the testimonials to your testimonial section, you have to click on Add a Widget, type in testimonial inside of the search bar, select the Blossom Testimonial widget, all you have to do is add in the name of your client, designation, add in the testimonial from your client. To upload the image of your client, click on Upload. Then you have to select the image of your client. Click on Select. And your client image as well as the testimonial name and designation will be displayed here. You can follow the same process to add in more testimonials. Following the same process, I have added 2 more testimonials to our testimonial section. After you are finished adding all of the testimonials, it will display in a carousel slider. Now let's explore the rest of the options. From the top, you can change the section title of your testimonial section. Like we did with all of the other section titles, you only have to remove the title, then you have to type in the title of your choice, which will be displayed here. Then you can add in the description. If you want to add in the button label, which will display here, after you add in the button link, you can do that from here. But to make it visible, let's add in the button link first. After you add in the featured link, your button label will be displayed. There are more options at the bottom. The first option is to enable or disable the slider auto transition. Currently, the sliders are moving from one to another without having to click on either of the arrows. If you disable this option, the slider will not transition from one to another without clicking on the arrows. Another option is slider loop. If you disable this option, your testimonials will stop going on in a loop after it has come to an end. But if you enable this option, it will just keep on going on in a loop. I will enable the slider auto transition and I will also enable the slider loop option. The next option is slider speed. With the help of this option, you will be able to increase or decrease the speed of your slider transition. You can either slide it over or under, and you can settle down for the speed that you think is the best for your testimonial section. You can also select the font size. You can slide this button over to increase the font size of your testimonial section, and you can slide it under to decrease the font size of your testimonial section. After you are done with all of the settings, you have to click on Publish. Now let's go back to our site and we will give it a refresh. And here our testimonial section is now displaying on our site, and it is displaying in a carousel slider. Let's go back. Next is Service To section. To add in the Service To section, click on Add a Widget. You have to add in the blossom icon text once again. Here is the blossom icon text. Select the blossom icon text. Now you have to fill in the details. Add in the title of your service. Add in the description. To upload the featured image for your service, you have to click on Upload. You have to select the image that you want to add. Click on Select. And here, the first service to your Service To section has now been added. Scroll down, you can also add in the Read More label and the Read More link. So let's add in our Read More label. And inside of the Read More link, you have to add in the featured link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the Read More label, which will display after you add in the Read More link. In this case, you can add in the link to the page or the post that will provide detailed information about the service number 1 that you have added here. After you are done, you have to click on Done. Following the same process, you can outline as many services as you want to your Service To section. After you finish adding all of the services, it will display in an attractive manner with featured image, title description, and featured link, along with the Read More label. To add in or change the title of the Service To section, remove the title here that is given in default. Then you can add in the title of your choice. You can also add in the Service To section content or description here. Simply copy and paste or type in the content that you want to display in your Service To section. Finally, you can change the Service To section button label from View All Services to anything else that you want to add from here. Then you can add in the featured link to your Service To section inside of the Service To section button link. After you are done adding your Service To section, click on Publish. We will go back, give our site a refresh, and here our Service To section has now been added and is now displaying on our website. Let's go back. Next is the blog section. Before we configure our blog section from the customizer, because we have not created any blog posts yet, we will go back to our dashboard and we will create our very first blog post. To do that, go to Posts and click on Add New. Add in the title, then add in the content. Now you'll have to create and assign categories to this post. To do that, click on Add New Category. Give your category a name. Then you have to click on Enter or click on Add New Category. You can also create more categories and assign them to this post. If you want to remove the already assigned categories from this post, you only have to uncheck the boxes. From here, scroll down. You can also add in the tags, but make sure that if you decide to add in the tags, you separate them with the commas or the Enter key. Now to add in the featured image, you have to click on Set Featured Image. Then you have to select the featured image of your choice. Click on Set Featured Image. I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create your very first post or page using the Gutenberg editor. That video is very helpful, so make sure you check that out. Now click on Publish. So the post has been published. We will open the post in the new tab and see how it looks like on our site. And as you can see, this is how our blog post looks like. This is the title, these are the categories, the featured image, and the content that we added. If we go back, go to Posts and All Posts. This is the only post that we have created so far. So let me pause the video, create some more posts, and I will continue with the video. As you can see from the screen, I have created a few more posts. Now let's continue with our video. We will access our customizer once again. So go to Appearance and click on Customize. I'm going to open the customizer in the new tab. If you have your customizer tab already opened, you can just refresh your customizer tab so that all the changes we have made from the dashboard is also reflected on our customizer tab. We will go to the Frontpage Settings, then we will go to the Blog section. Let's scroll down. We will come back to the settings at the top later on, but first of all, we will add in the widgets for our blog section. So click on Add a Widget first of all. You can select any widget that you want to feature for your blog section. All of the widgets that are here are highly customizable. For my blog section, I want to feature the email newsletter widget. So click on it. And after you select your widget for the blog section, the blog post that you added from your dashboard will also display in your blog section. Now to display the newsletter widget here, all you have to do is, from newsletter, click on the drop-down option, then you have to select the newsletter. And your newsletter will appear here. If you want to enable the GDPR, you can check into this box. Also, if you want to upload the newsletter icon, you can click on Upload. And you can select the newsletter icon of your choice. Let's click on Done. You can also add in another widget. So for the second widget, click on Add a Widget once again. And this time I'm going to add in the Call to Action widget. Here is the widget. So let's select Call to Action widget once again. And we will just fill in the details. We will select the background color because the content that we are adding is not displaying here. You have to click on Select Color. Then you can select the color from the color palette. Then you can move around your pointer and your slider to get to the color of your choice. Or you can always add in the hex value. Just directly copy and paste the hex value into this little box here. Or if you wish to, you can also click on Upload and select the image that you want to add. Now we will select the number of call to action buttons as 1, then add in the button 1 label. Add in the featured link inside of the button 1 link box. And we will select the button alignment to center it. Click on Done. Now we will move on to the options here at the top. From here, you can change the section title. Remove the title that is already here, then type in the title of your choice. You can add in the section description if you wish to over here. I'm going to skip adding the section description this time. Then you can change the Read More label from Read More to anything else that you wish to. Just remove the label that is already here, then add in the label of your choice, and you can do the same for the View All label. You can also select the number of blog posts that will display on your blog section. From the number of blog posts option here, you can slide this toggle over to select the number of blog posts that will be displayed. And similarly, you can slide the toggle under if you want lesser number of blog posts to be displayed. Let's go with 3. Now click on Publish. Let's go back to our site and we will give it a refresh. And as you can see, the blog section has now been added to our site. Let's go to the Contact section now. To display the contact details, you have to first of all add in the Blossom Contact widget. So click on Add a Widget, and here is the Blossom Contact widget. You have to click on the widget. Now it's super simple. All you have to do is fill in the details, add in the title description, then you have to add in the telephone, email and address to your service business. After you fill in the details, they will display here. And if you want to display the social media icons underneath your contact section, click on Add Social Icon. Now you have to search for the social media icon that you would like to add. So for example, if you want to add in Facebook, type in Facebook into the search bar, click on this little Facebook icon. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your social media profile. In this case, you have to copy and paste your Facebook page or profile link. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more social media links. After you are done adding all of the social media icons, you have to click on Apply. And your social media icons will be displayed in your contact section. Click on Done. Next, to embed a contact form, you have to click on Add a Widget and you have to search for the text widget. Just type in text into the search bar, then select the text widget. You can add in the title if you wish to. To embed the contact form, you have to go back to the dashboard, go to Contact, click on Contact Forms, copy the contact form shortcode, come back and you have to paste it here. After which, your contact form will be displayed in your contact section. Click on Done. The last option is you can also change the contact section social title from Find Us On to anything else that you wish to by removing the default title and adding in the title of your choice. Now click on Publish. Let's go back and we will give our site a refresh. As you can see, the contact section has now been added to our site. We'll go back. Next is the general settings. The first option is header settings. We will go to the top. From here, you can enable or disable the shopping cart. This is the shopping cart icon. If you have not created a shop section for your site, you can disable the icon by disabling the toggle, or if you have created a shop section, then you can enable the toggle. You can also display your contact details on your header section. You only have to fill in the phone number and email address of your service business, which will display right on top over here. As soon as you add in the phone number and email address, they will be displayed here. Next, you can also display a customized button on your header section right over here. To do that, add in the button label first of all. Then you have to add in the featured link inside of the button URL box. After you add in the button URL, your customized button will be displayed here on your header section. Whenever a visitor clicks on the button here, they will land on the page or the post of which the link you have added here. If you want your visitors to open the link you have added over here in the new tab, then you have to enable the toggle. Click on Publish. Now we will go back to our site and go to the top. Give it a refresh. As you can see, the contact details along with the customized button has now been added on our header section. We'll go back. We have already covered social media, so we will not go into this. If you want to add more social medias, then you can click on Add New Links and keep on adding more social media links, which will display over here. Next is the SEO settings. So to explore these options, we will go to our blog page, scroll down and click on View All Posts to go to our blog page. The first option is to enable the last updated post date. So each time your blog posts are updated, the updated post date will be displayed for each of your blog posts. But if you disable this option, the updated information will not be displayed on any of your blog posts. Another option is to enable or disable the breadcrumb. This is the breadcrumb. If you disable this option, it will not display the breadcrumb in the inner pages, as opposed to when you enable it, the breadcrumbs will be displayed. Then you can change the breadcrumb home text from here. Just remove the default text, then add in the text of your choice. I would highly recommend you to enable both options because they not only contribute to your SEO, it also helps you or your users to easily navigate their way throughout your website. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is the Post Blogs and Pages settings. So the first option is to hide prefix in archive page. Archive pages are your categories or your tags pages. So let's go into one of the categories page. So when you enable this option, the prefix will not be displayed. But when you disable this option, the prefix will be displayed. Another option is to enable the blog post image crop. So when you enable this option, the featured image that you add for your home, archive or search post will not be cropped. Usually, when a featured image is added, it is automatically cropped to fit the required image dimension for the theme. But if you enable this option, the automatic cropping of the image will be avoided. You can either enable or disable the option. Right now, the changes are not being displayed because the image I have added are as per the recommended image size for the theme. The next option is to enable or disable the blog excerpt. So these are blog excerpts. If you disable this option, then full blog post will be shown for each of your posts, as opposed to when you enable this option, only the excerpt or the preview of the blog post will be displayed. And from here, you can also select your excerpt length. You can either increase it by sliding the button or you can decrease it. I'm going to select 85 words as my excerpt length. The options from single post image crop to show featured image affects your individual blog post. So we will go into our blog post. The first option is single post image crop. Single post image crop is the same as blog post image crop. The only difference is that when you enable this option, it will avoid the automatic cropping of the featured image that you add for your single blog post, regardless of the image size. Next option is to enable or disable the author section. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this is the author section. You can enable the toggle to hide the author section, or if you disable it, the author section will be displayed. You can also change the author section title from About the Author to anything else that you wish to. Just remove the default title, then type in the title of your choice. Another option is to show the related post. These are the related post. If you disable this option, the related post will not be displayed anymore. And when you enable it, the related post will be displayed. You can also change the related post section title from You May Also Like to whatever else you want. Another option is to show or hide the comments in single post or page. This is the comment section. You can either disable or you can enable it with the help of Show Comments option. Another option is to hide category. If you go to the top, for each of your blog posts, the categories that we created and assigned will be displayed on top of the title. Now, if you enable to hide the category, the categories that we're displaying here will not be displayed anymore. Another option is to hide the post author. This is the post author. If you enable this option, the post author will not be displayed anymore. We will enable to show the post author. Another option is to hide the posted date. This is the posted date. If you enable this option, the posted date along with the updated date will not be shown altogether. The last option is to show the featured image. So this is the featured image as you know it. So if you disable this option, the featured image will not be displayed for your single blog posts. And when you enable it, it will be displayed. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is the newsletter settings. We have already created and added a newsletter on our homepage. This option allows us to display the newsletter on our single blog post. So we will scroll all the way down to the bottom, right where newsletter is supposed to display, and we will enable the toggle here. Then inside of the newsletter shortcode, you have to copy and paste the newsletter shortcode. So let's go back to our dashboard. Go to Blossom Themes email newsletter. Click on all newsletters. You can either click on add new and create a new newsletter, or you can feature the same newsletter that we had created earlier. I'm going to feature the same newsletter. So just copy the shortcode from here. Then go back to your customizer and paste it here. As you can see, the newsletter is now displaying on our single blog post. Click on Publish. Back. Next is the Instagram settings. So let's go to the top, back to our home page, and scroll right down where Instagram is supposed to display on our site. Before we configure the Instagram settings from here, you have to click on the link that is given here. Now, you have to click on Connect with Instagram. Because I have previously linked the Blossom Themes Instagram account with other websites, it is showing me a message like this. For you, it will ask you to fill in your login credentials and either click on Allow or Authorize. As you can see, the access token, username, and the rest of the information have been filled in automatically. You can either change them, and you can also either check in or uncheck the bottom two options. After you are done with making your preferences, you have to click on Save Changes. As soon as you click on Save Changes, your Connect with Instagram button changes to Reconnect with Instagram, which means the configuration has happened successfully. Now we will cross out these tabs, go back to the customizer, and we will enable the toggle. The Instagram section is not displaying, but it is nothing to worry about. You can simply disable the toggle and enable it once again, after which your Instagram section will be displayed on your site. Click on Publish. If we go back to our site and let's go to the home page, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you can see the Instagram section has now been integrated to our site. Next is the blog page settings. So let's go to our blog section and click on View All Post. This will take us to our blog page, and from here we will explore these options. The first one is to show the featured post. Enable the toggle. This option will allow you to display a featured blog post right on top. So all you have to do is, from the drop-down option, you just have to select the blog post that you want to display as a featured post. Let's select this one. And that particular blog post will display as the featured blog post. You can select from any of the blog posts that you have here. You can change the featured post title from featured to anything else that you wish to. Remove it, then you have to type in the title of your choice. It's really simple. You can also change the read more label from here. Another option is to show the top picks. So enable the toggle. This option will allow you to display your top blog post on your blog page. You can choose your top picks from either popular post, category or custom. If you select popular post, then all of your popular blog post will display as top picks. If you select category, you will have the option to select a post category. And whatever category you select from here, we will select career. All of the blog posts from career category will be displayed on your top picks. And if you choose custom, then you can customize the blog post to be displayed as top picks on your blog page. Click on Add New Post. You can click here and select from the drop-down option. In this way, you can easily select your customized top picks for your blog page. You can go for any option that you wish to. I'm going to select custom. But if you select popular post or even category, you can also select the number of posts to be displayed on your top picks. You can slide this button over to select higher number of posts, or you can slide it under to select lesser number of posts to be displayed. I'm going to select custom. The last option is to show the popular post. If you enable this toggle, it will display your popular post underneath the popular article's title, and you can change the popular post section title from popular articles to anything else that you wish to. Simply remove the default title, then you can add in the title of your choice. After you are done, you can click on Publish. And after you make the changes, this is what your blog page will look like. We'll go back. Last option is the Miscellaneous Settings. If you have added shop section to your site, you can enable or disable the shop page description with the help of this toggle. You can change the 404 image from here. You can either click on Remove or click on Change Image and select the image of your choice. So if I have to show you the 404 page, let's go to our site and I will open the 404 error page. This kind of error is shown if your users accidentally click on the link that does not exist anymore. This is the image that will be shown in default. You can change that from here. You can also edit the button label for your 404 page. You have to remove the default title, then add in the title of your choice, which will be displayed over here. Let's go back. So we are also done with our general settings. After site identity, we had left out appearance and layout settings. So we will configure them now. Let's go into appearance settings and go to colors. Let's go to our home page. With the help of background option, you will be able to change the background color of your site. Click on select color. Select the color from the palette here, then you can move around the slider. You can also move around the pointer to get to the color of your choice. Or you can add in the hex value. If you click on default, it will set the colors back to default. Another option is to add in a background image. You have to click on select image. Then you have to select the image of your choice. Click on choose image. And that particular image will be displayed as the background of your site. You will find more options at the bottom. They are very easy and self-explanatory. please feel free to explore these options. If you face any difficulties, you can leave your questions down in the comment section below, or you can also reach out to our support team. I'm going to remove the background image. The last option is typography. You can select the primary and the secondary font from here, as well as control the font size. So all you have to do is, from the list of drop-down options, you can select from 1000 and plus Google fonts. And as you can see, the text has changed. You can do the same for your secondary font. You can also increase or decrease the font size. Simply slide this button over to increase your font size, and you can slide it under to decrease your font size. You can select from any of the options that are here. You can play around with the options and select the one that you like the most. I'm going to change the font size as well as the primary and secondary font back to the way they were before, but you can make your preference. Let's go back. Next is the layout settings. From layout settings, you can change the page, the post, and the default sidebar layout. Let's go to page sidebar layout first. With the help of page sidebar layout, you will be able to select the general sidebar layout for your pages. So let's go to our About page. Currently, the default sidebar layout chosen is to have the right sidebar layout, which is why we have right sidebar layout on our About page. If you select left sidebar layout, it will have left sidebar layout. If you select the one without any sidebar layout, then our page will not have any sidebar layout at all. I'm going to select the right sidebar layout. Another option is the post sidebar layout. To explore this option, we'll have to go to one of the blog posts. So let's go to one of the blog posts from here. And just like with our page, the default sidebar layout selected is to have the right sidebar layout. You can select either left sidebar layout or the one without any sidebar layout. You also have to keep in mind that whatever sidebar layout you select from here will be applied to all of the blog post that you have added to your site. Go to the top and I will select the right sidebar layout as the general sidebar layout for all of our blog posts. Next option is default sidebar layout. To explore this option, we will go to our blog page. So you can either select from the right sidebar layout, the left sidebar layout, where the sidebar will show on the left side of your blog page, or you can select the layout without any sidebar. And the sidebar will not be displayed at all on your blog page. I'm going to select the right sidebar layout as the default sidebar layout. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit on publish. Let's go back. We have completed the front and general settings. Next is the Elementor settings. Elementor is a page builder plugin which allows you to customize the content of any pages. After you enable the toggle, it allows you to edit your home page using Elementor, which overrides all the sections and content of your home page. Let's go back. Before we go into menus, I will show you how to create a contact page for your site. To do that, let's go back to our dashboard. So we will go to Contact plugin, click on Contact Forms, copy the contact form shortcode, and we will go to Pages, click on Add New. Then you have to add in the title of the contact page. Then you can also add in a short description here. After this, you have to paste the shortcode that we copied from our Contact Forms plugin. Click on Publish. And the contact page has been created. Also, this is how it looks like on our site. We will go back to our customizer and now we will go to the menus. Let's go to the top. There are two ways through which you can create a navigation menu for your site. One from the customizer and second from the dashboard. For this video tutorial, I will create a menu from the customizer, but I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you an in-depth tutorial on how you can create a navigation menu for your site. So click on Create New Menu, give your menu a name, select the menu location as primary, which is the location over here. Click on Next. Now click on Add Items. You have to select the items that you want to display on your primary menu. You can select from pages, you can also add in custom links, you can add in post, categories, and so on. I'm going to add in the pages. So let's add in the home, blog, contact, also our about page. Since the title of our about page is quite long, we can also change that from here. Click on the about page item and from under navigation label, remove the label that is already here. Then you can add in a new navigation label. And as you can see, the navigation label has now changed. And our primary menu is now displaying on our site. Click on Publish. Let's go back. Following the same process, we will create our secondary menu. Click on Create New Menu. You have to give your secondary menu a name. Now from under Menu Location, select Secondary, click on Next. Click on Add Items. This time I will add various categories. And click on Publish. After which the secondary menu will be displayed here. We'll go back and finally we will create our footer menu. Click on Create New Menu. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. The process is same. Add in the menu name. Select the menu locations as footer. Click on Next. Click on Add Items. While you can easily feature all of the items that you have already added in your primary and secondary menu, you can also easily display your privacy policy and terms and conditions pages in the footer menu. So to do that, let's add in that via custom links. Click on Custom Links. You have to add in the link text here. Then you have to paste the URL or the link to your terms and conditions page inside of the URL box here. Click on Add to Menu. After which, your terms and conditions page will be displayed on your footer menu. Now I will follow the same process and add in the privacy policy page. Both privacy policy and terms and conditions pages have now been added to our footer menu. Click on Publish. Let's go to our site and we will go to the home page. As you can see, the primary, the secondary, as well as the footer menu has now been added to our site. We'll go back. Next is the widgets. Let's go to the Sidebar widget. We'll go to the top. As you can see, there are a bunch of sidebars that are already created here in default. I'm just going to remove all of them one by one and we will create a fresh one. To add in a sidebar widget, you have to click on Add a Widget. Then you have to select from the list of highly customizable widgets that are available here. We will select Blossom Author Bio. This widget will display the author bio information on your sidebar. All you have to do is fill in the details. I'm going to skip adding the title, so let's add in the author name. Which will be displayed here. Now to display the photo, you can either display the photo from the gravatar or you can also upload the photo of your choice. Click on Uploaded Photo. Click on Upload. You have to select the image of your choice. Click on Select. And that particular image will be displayed in your author bio. Next, you can also add in the author bio or a short description about the author into the description box. And the description will be displayed here. If you want to display the signature, you can either select text and type out your signature, or if you have an image of your signature, you can click on Uploaded Photo, select your signature, which will be displayed over here. If you want to feature a customized button right over here, you can also do that. You can add in the button label here. Then you can add in the featured link inside of the button link box. In this case, you can easily feature your About page or any other page that you want to highlight to your users. After you add in the button link, it will be displayed over here. If you want to feature or display the social media profiles, you can also do that. Click on Add Social Profile. You can search for the social media icon from here. So for example, if you want to add in Facebook, you have to search for the Facebook icon and select the tiny icon after it has appeared. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your social media profile. In this case, you will have to copy and paste the link to your Facebook profile. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more social media links. So after you are done, click on Apply. And all of your social media links will be displayed here. Click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to your site and go to your blog page, you will see that the author bio section has now been added to your sidebar. Let's go back. Now following the same process, you can keep on adding more widgets. You only have to click on Add a Widget. You can select any of the widget from here, and whatever widget you select, that particular widget will be displayed on your sidebar. Let's go back. If you face any difficulties, please let me know in the comments section below, or as I have said time and again, you can directly reach out to our support team with the help of the link I have added in the description box below. Now we will configure the footer area. I will show you how to configure footer area number 1, and you can follow the same process to configure footer areas 2, 3 and 4. So we will scroll all the way down to the bottom, right where footer is supposed to show. Click on Footer 1. The process of adding widgets to your footer area is in many ways similar to adding widgets to your sidebar. So this is super simple. So all you have to do is click on Add a Widget and you can select from the list of available widgets here. Whatever widget you select, that particular widget will be displayed on your footer area number 1. So if you select Blossom Recent Post, this widget will display all of your recent blog posts in your footer area number 1. You can change the title from here. You can select the number of posts to be displayed on your footer area number 1. From here, you can either increase or you can decrease it. Then you can check into the options here. That is to show the post thumbnail and to show the post date, which will display the featured images as well as the posted date. Then you can select the style layout from 1, 2, and 3. Let's go with style layout number 1, and you can also allow your visitors to open the post in the new tab if you check into this little box. After you are done, you have to click on Done. Click on Publish to save the changes. If you go back to our site and scroll down, give our site a refresh, you will see that the footer area has now been added to our site, and this is what it looks like. Let's go back. You can follow the same process to add in footer areas 2, 3 and 4. Again, if you have any questions, any difficulties, please make sure you leave your questions down in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. I'm going to remove the footer area because I don't want to add in the footer area for my site, but you can go ahead and make your preference. We will go back. Next is the homepage settings. We have already gone into this. Another option is footer settings. With the help of this option, you will be able to edit your footer copyright text. Please note that you cannot make the WordPress information as well as make your theme author and theme name disappear from your footer copyright section, but you will be able to edit these particular information with the help of the footer copyright text. The option to make your theme author and theme name as well as WordPress information disappear is only available in our Pro theme. So instead of the text that is already here, if you want to add in or remove the footer copyright text, all you have to do is select the part that you want to remove. Then you can also add in the text of your choice. The text that you add here will be displayed over here. Click on Publish. You can easily add in the text of your choice following the same process. Next is the WooCommerce. If you have added a shop section to your website, that is when all of these settings will come into use. I will not go into these for now. Let's go back. Last one is additional CSS. If you want to change the layout or the appearance of your site, you only have to copy and paste the additional CSS code here, and you will see the changes accordingly. So we are finally done with all of our customizer settings. We will go to the top and go to our home page. We will also go back to our website, go to the top and go to the home page. And we will take a final look at our site and see how it has turned out after all of the customizations and configurations that we have made. So that was it about Wellness Coach Lite free WordPress theme. If you liked the video, please give us a like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means a lot to us. If you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. I have added the link to creating the support ticket in the description box below, and I have mentioned this before many times in the video, but I'm reminding you again that our support service is free of cost and they are super helpful. They are very friendly, quick to respond. If you have any queries, if you want to know about our theme, or if you just want to say hello, you can always reach out to them. Also, make sure you press the bell icon for notifications and to never miss any future updates. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.